how to harness our strengths and our weaknesses. And while we're talking about that, it's for personal growth, how we can develop a better us by understanding the limitations that we have or the strong platforms that we build on. And I believe one of the key elements in doing that is being self-aware. That's right. Self-awareness is a critical component of our personal and professional growth. By understanding our strengths and weaknesses, you can navigate your challenges and to capitalize your opportunity. The importance of self-awareness is the foundation of personal development, and it helps you understand the thoughts, the emotions, and behaviors that align up with your goals. By recognizing your strengths and your weakness, you can make informed decisions that can enhance not only your performance but your well-being. Many times we're sitting up here and trying to find out how to keep motivated, how to keep engaged, and how to stay focused. As we talked about before, some of the things that we're talking today would affect why we're procrastinators, why we sit back and limit ourselves or put things on the back burner. And then in the process of identifying our strengths and weakness, we have to do self-reflection. There we go, self-awareness. Now we self-reflection. Take the time to reflect on your experience and achievement. What task comes natural to you? Where do you excel? Conversely, what challenges you most? What challenge you most? See, when we do self-awareness, it means that we're present and we understand that there are certain tasks that we want to achieve. But then when we have self-reflection, then we're now looking back over our opportunities, looking at how we made our decisions and how emotions have played a significant role in that. And one of the ways to get a little better understanding of your strength and weakness is to get feedback from others. Seek out feedback from colleagues, friends, and mentors, others who have often seen your strength and weakness more clear than you. Believe it or not, more people see your strength and weakness better than you. And the problem is we don't like to take feedback because most of the time somebody says something that doesn't line up with what we feel we need to hear, we push it off. We kind of resist that. We push back on it. And if we're trying to be self-aware and self-reflect, then we have to be open to positive and negative feedback. And then in order to do so, we have to learn how to leverage our strength. Focus on your strength. Invest time and resources in developing your strength. This not only enhances your performance, but it also boosts your confidence and motivation. A lot of times, we know that we're strong in some areas, so we don't really look back over it to see any tweaking that needs to be done. But you also look back on your strength is to show you how far you have grown, especially professionally. You've known that at one area, maybe communication was one of your weak points, but over time you learn how to open up and have these conversations with people, and now that's not something that you're worrying about anymore. You've learned how to harness that strength there, where the weakness may be the level of communication that you're giving, but the strength is that you're able to sit there and converse with others. Another thing is to be able to delegate and cooperate. Leverage your strength by cooperating with others who complement your weakness. The synergy can lead to great and overall success. That's what I'm saying right there. Understanding that I have to put myself in place and I don't have to be always that voice person. I can be in there and be a contributor to whatever's going on, to collaborate with someone, just adding a few nuggets here or there, which will harness my strength and be able to put that on display when I talk to others, that they can take from that and hopefully use that to achieve the goal that we're trying to improve or trying to do. And efforts probably improve our performance and our production to reach a certain level of success or our goals. Along with that, we need to always be continually improving. Even strengths can be found or can be harnessed for the future. Seek opportunities of training, education, and practice to keep enhancing your skill. That's right, forever learners, forever workers. That's right, a forever I can do. You want to always look for levels to improve what you're doing now. You know that you're strong in that area. So keep on educating yourself. Keep on finding and redefine your position. Let your strength not only be a strength, but more strength. Like you can use this part of level that you're strong in to help to bring up a part where you're weak in. Or let your strength be seen so people can count on that even more. But you want to keep yourself in that playground. So therefore, some cases you need to become more educated. You might need to do more research. You might get a better understanding of what is on display. I hope I'm making sense to you all. Lastly, we shift now to the balancing. That's right, balance between your strength and weakness. Balance plays a significant role when you're talking about your strength. Listen to this. Focus on the role in the task that aligns with your strength. This not only enhances performance, but it also increases your job satisfaction. When you know how to balance yourself and understand this is where I'm strong at, this is where I'm somewhat weak, or this is an area that I'm struggling in, it makes it easier for people to work along with you because you're not going outside of your means. You're saying, hey, listen, I can give you all I know about this particular thing, but in this area, not so much. So I've learned to stay in my lane. Back to where I was saying, self-awareness and self-reflection. This continues to be the process that we work on a regular basis because you're looking at how you can capitalize on your strength, be a contributor, collaborate with your colleagues, collaborate with yourself to achieve the goals that you're setting up. You got to mitigate your weaknesses. Develop a strategist that manage on mitigating your weakness. For example, if time management is your weakness, use tools and techniques to stay organized. Hey, I don't know how many people out there, but time management is a real struggle for most of us because we don't know how to organize our day. So what we end up doing is get behind the 8 ball and trying to rush to finish whatever we're tasked to do. And sometimes that's a strong point for some people because you feel you work better under pressure. And if that system works for you, fine. But if you're one like me that has to be organized and have things to line up, I have to be able to walk through the process. So I need to be able to recognize that I'm gonna need a certain amount of time to do this. And if I'm a procrastinator, that's even more of a weakness that I need to address. Or I put things, or I become stagnated so quickly, that's another issue that I need to address and work on. And avoiding or adopting a growth mindset. Adopting a growth mindset. Believing in the ability to grow and improve. View your weakness as opportunity to grow can transform you and your approach and your challenges. In other words, don't look at weaknesses as a failure, but look at it as an opportunity to do better. Look at it as an opportunity to advance. Look at it as an opportunity to seize better knowledge or more education on the very thing that challenges you. Listen, strengths and weaknesses work together, believe it or not, because it continues to give you a place of growth and a place to continue to press on. Now, I want you to understand, as you listen, I want you to think and own up to your own strength and your weakness, how you can leverage your strength for advancement. I want you to look at your weakness, your strengths, and put them on the same platform and say, how can I leverage this? How can I bring this into harmony so that I'll be able to go forth and become a better me, or become a better team player, or become a better entrepreneur or business owner? How can I look at my strengths and weaknesses and let them to work together to help me to perform better, help me to produce more, help me to be more engaged? How does that happen? You have to take the time to reflect over your life. You need to look at your situations and realize what they are. I always tell people, if you got a chance, write down 5 strengths and 5 weaknesses. And then over the next couple of weeks, work on your weakness, continue enhancing your strengths. And as you see your weaknesses now become a little more closer to one of your strengths, then look for another 5 to replace it. But continue to work on your strengths. Continue to build upon them. Continue to educate to them. And continue to celebrate your strengths as well as your weaknesses. Because in both cases, you're doing a self-reflection and awareness that you understand there's an opportunity for growth and development. Here's Coach Jay. I thank you for taking this time to be with me. Look forward to speaking to you even more. Have a great one. Take care.